Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Today, we are going to slow it down again, just getting really mindful, connecting with our breath and our body. And we're just going to surrender into these poses this morning. So, we're just going to arrive on our mat. This is Tilly today. We've had Peanut, now we've got Tilly. I would encourage you to have a pillow or a block or something like that of some sort today. I'm going to be placing the pillow just on top of my feet, underneath my bottom. This helps you stay in this kind of meditative position a lot easier without it being as painful on the knees. So arriving on your mat, letting go of all your responsibilities. There's nothing you need to do. There's nowhere you need to be. Just give yourself the gift of the present. Noticing where your breath flows. If there's any tension in your body. I drove 7 hours yesterday, so I have a lot of tension in my neck and back. So you're probably not going to be surprised when we do a lot of neck and back exercises today. Starting to deepen your breath. Noticing the rise and fall of your stomach or your chest. We'll join our hands together and we'll start the class by chanting Om. Taking a deep breath in. Om. We give thanks to the traditional landowners, the Indigenous custodians of this land, and pay our respects to the leaders past, emerging, and present. We give thanks to the sages, the rishis, and the yogis who came before us to share this knowledge. And we give thanks to God, divinity, Mother Earth, our higher power, or whatever you like to call it, for bringing you here on your mat today. This morning, I want you to think about what it is that you want to release, what you'd like to let go of. Maybe it's something in the work week. Maybe it's something you said to a friend and you wish you could take it back. Whatever it is, we're going to let that go and release it this morning. Bring your hands down onto our knees. We're going to practice our diaphragm breathing again. So taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly all the way up first and then the chest. And then exhaling it all out. Breathing in for 4. And exhaling it out for 6. Inhale for 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Exhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it there. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring some arm movements into that too. So this is a beautiful one because If you like to get onto the witchy woo-woo side and you love your auras and your chakras, your energy channels, things like that, this is a really beautiful way to really bring all that energy up that you want from the earth, bringing it down through the center of your body and resetting. So it's like you're cleansing the ether, the space all around you, bringing back down within you what you'd like, what you want to keep. If that's not for you, then just pay attention to the movements of your arms and your breath. Including these arm movements really helps you focus on where your breath is, how long it takes you to take it in and to release. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing it all the way up and bringing it down. Doing it at your own pace. Last one. Turning to your normal breath. Noticing if it's flowing a little smoother. Noticing how your body feels, your arms feel. Now we're going to move into a pranayama called Ujjayi breath, which is ocean's breath. So I absolutely love this one for someone who has pretty chronic anxiety and insomnia. I return to this breath at night because it just helps you go within yourself. And for me, there's nothing more calming than the sounds of the ocean. And that's literally what this breath sounds like. So you're going to lightly constrict your throat. So imagine you're about to fog up some glass or a mirror or something when you make that. You're fogging up the glass. But we're not opening our mouth. We're keeping our mouth shut. So you can also think of it a bit like a Darth Vader breath. So you're inhaling through your nose, but you're trying to do it nice and slow through a constricted throat channel. So you're just trying to bring it in and out, like the waves of the ocean. We're not stopping or holding it. We're releasing our kumbhaka. It can be quite a tricky one to start with because your breath can often get stuck or we can constrict our throats too much. But just keep trying to return to it. Shoulders up and back and down. Open chest, smiling collarbones. Still getting that breath all the way into the belly. Last one, really try to extend that breath in and out. And then just returning to your normal breath. Now we're going to inhale that right arm up, bending at the elbow, We're going to grab the elbow with our left and really open up that tricep, pulling that arm down the back. Now you don't want to be hunched forward at all. See if you can kind of push your spine back, tucking that tailbone so there's no rounding there. Sending your neck back, pulling that arm back as much as you can. Breathing into this here. If it feels good for you, as we're breathing through these exercises this morning, keep coming back to that Ujjayi breath. Keep practicing it. Allow it to let you release into this postures, surrendering completely. And by just focusing on that ocean noise, it brings a sense of calm, stimulates the vagus nerve. One more here. And exhale to release. We're going to straight away cross it over, pulling that arm in, sending that thumb down. We're bringing this right arm in with our left shoulder, our left arm, and we're looking over our right shoulder. Just letting everything go, trying to drop the shoulders away from ears. Eckhart Tolle had the beautiful quote, "Surrender is simple but profound wisdom of yielding to rather than opposing the flow of life." So we just go with the flow. As we all know, life doesn't always go the way we planned. And even if we have a plan, it doesn't stick to the plan. So instead of getting caught up and trying to fight it to make what we want work, just surrender. See where life takes you. Releasing that one down. Inhaling the left arm up, taking it behind us. Grabbing it with our right hand, our left elbow, and pulling that all the way down. Returning to our Ujjayi breath. Feeling the tricep release. All the while keeping our core strong, our spine straight. One more here. We exhale that down, taking it over our chest. Returning the face to the left. Again, bringing those shoulders away from the ears. Spine nice and straight. Breathing into our belly. And we exhale to release. Time bringing your cushion, your book, your block, whatever it is you have in front of you. We're moving into our tabletop, and we're going to move into our child's pose. But this time, we're going to place our elbows on the block in front of us, or the book, coming down, and then we're putting our hands in palm and bringing them to the nape of our neck. So I'll just show you. Really releasing everything to the mat. Breathing into this position, allowing everything to release, opening up the lats, the side body. This pose can get quite strong, so at any time if you need to come out of it, return back to your normal child's pose, or maybe coming on your elbows and rocking back and forth. And then returning to your child's pose once more. This time on the exhale, placing those hands down, and we're going to move into our puppy pose. So it's very similar to our child's pose, but the knees come to hip plank, hip width, and we're melting our heart down to the floor. Hips stay up and back. And you want to imagine you're actively pulling your shoulders apart, your lats and everything opening up as you're down on the ground. And then each exhale, just see if you can release a little bit more tension. Not trying to force your body into any position, just simply surrendering to the mat. You're going to inhale that left hand up to the sky, opening up that chest. And then exhaling, threading the needle, resting your left cheek on the mat. Feeling this beautiful, nice twist. Maybe walking your hand out in front or to the side, pushing into it a little bit more if you like. Once again, returning to that Ujjayi breath if that suits. Gently pushing into that right palm, inhaling that left hand up, opening up the chest again. Exhaling to your tabletop, then moving through the other side. So inhaling that right hand up, opening up that chest. Then exhaling it, threading the needle, sending it through, right cheek to mat. Deep breaths all the way into the back body. And pushing that into that left hand, raising that right arm, opening up that chest. Then exhaling back to tabletop and making your way into a seated, comfortable position. Maybe placing the block under your seat bones. Sitting nice and comfortable here. Now as you inhale, you're going to look up to the sky. And exhaling, gently bringing that chin to chest. Nice slow movements in the neck this morning. Inhaling up. And exhaling to let the breath go. This time taking the chin over to the right shoulder and gently rolling it down over to the other side and stopping over the left. A few more movements like that. Inhaling here and exhaling to roll. Inhaling here, exhale to roll. Now we're going to do the back side. So up and back. Gently up and back. So you don't want to go straight into the full neck rotations. Save ourselves from damaging our muscles, our neck, our spine. Always being very gentle here. Releasing back to the center. This time we're going to move into our Gomakasana arms. So inhaling that right hand up, bending it at the back. Then we're going to turn and see if we can grab our back hand with our left. So I'm quite tight in this one. I never really get it. Even if your fingers just touch, that's fine. Or you can come here. Maybe you even use a shirt, a towel, a strap, something like that to get it touching a little bit closer. But it's our first time doing something like this, so don't force it. Just opening up that shoulder. Even if you want to just practice rolling that shoulder up and down, opening it out to the side, then gently threading it around. Nice long spine. We inhale here. We exhale forward. Letting go of any tension or worries. There's a Zen proverb that says, let go or be dragged. So if we can't hold on to the current of life, let go and just go with it. Otherwise, you're just going to be dragged down and under. Exhaling to let go. Rolling the shoulders a couple of times to the back. And then to the front. Inhaling that left hand up this time. Bending that elbow. Taking the right hand behind. And you'll notice one side is always different to the other. So the other side I could almost touch. This side is quite far. Like we said, it's called a practice for a reason. Deep breath into this one. And exhale forward. Breathing into the tightness in your shoulders, releasing a little bit more with each exhale. Coming back up, releasing those arms. Back to our shoulder rolls. And the other way. Beautiful. This time we're coming down onto our mats. As always, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing to the mat. This time we're going to place our hands palms down underneath our bottom. Bringing the elbows in as close as you can. We're going to inhale here. Exhale to release. And your next inhale, pushing into your elbows, sending that chest up for our fish pose. Chest opening up to the sky, neck back, pushing right into those elbows, really grounding ourselves through the arms there. Opening up that throat, opening up the heart space. And exhale gently back down. Hands out from underneath you. Be deep breath here. One more time. Hands underneath the bottom. Elbows together. The inhale pushing up. This time, with your block, your pillow, your book, whatever it is, placing it just underneath your bottom. Then we're going to raise our legs for our waterfall. This is a really beautiful restorative pose. We're on our feet so much. But just allowing that blood flow to return back. Allowing that stagnant energy to move. Allowing ourselves to rest, release, and restore. This is a great pose for when you come back from a busy day, or you're just exhausted, or whatever it may be, you've been on your feet all day. Even if you're not doing it this way, just prop them up against a wall. I'm in the van at the moment, so a lot of the time I'll just lay in bed and have my feet up on the window. Now returning to our Ujjayi breath, but also trying to remember to breathe like we do in our diaphragmatic breath. So breathing in for 4, and then exhaling for 6. Inhale. And exhale. By constricting your throat, you might notice that your exhales are naturally just extending. You're not having to force it as much. So deep breath in. Now, if you'd like, we're going to move into our plow pose. But if you're not ready for that, simply staying in waterfall is totally fine. So plow pose is when we lift our body up, our legs come over our head. We can bend our knees or extend our hamstrings. So I'll just explain it first before I show you. It's a bit hard to talk in it and I can't turn my neck in it. So that is a very important point when we do any of these inversions or go up and back. Always make sure that your neck is nice, stable and supported against the mat. No twisting or turning. So we inhale. Maybe coming to a bit of a shoulder stand first, but gently taking the legs over behind. Using our hands to support our back. Nice bend to the knees. You may find that your toes touch the ground behind you, or you may find that you're super far away from it. Just letting your whole back body release. And when you're ready, gently coming back down, bending the knees, releasing it all the way out. We'll just surrender straight into our Savasana. Arms open to the sky, ready to receive. Breathing in all that you want to take with you into the weekend. Exhaling out everything you want to leave in the week. Allowing this moment of rest to recalibrate and restore you. Allowing the body to integrate all the work we just did. Returning to our Ujjayi breath. With each breath, imagine the waves of the ocean. Each breath coming in, another wave coming up the sand. Each exhale is retreating back out to the ocean. Visualizing that beautiful blue water. Maybe it's so crystal clear you can see the bottom. Waves come gently in and out. Now imagine something just floating by in the water. Maybe it's a leaf, tree branch, could be a fish floating by. Just watch it float out, the ebbs and flows of the water. It's not fighting against the current, it's just floating by. Allow any of your worries, intrusive thoughts, stresses and tensions to release from your body with your breath, and allow them to just float by in the ocean. Gently return to your normal breath. Maybe wiggling your fingers and toes. Bringing attention back to your body, to your mat, to the here and now. Lao Tzu says, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Rolling gently onto your side, hugging yourself in the fetal position. Gently pushing yourself up, keeping your eyes closed, staying in the practice. We'll bring our hands together and we'll chant Om and 3 Shantis. Taking a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me today. Give yourselves thanks for turning up on your mat. Give each other thanks for sharing this space. And give thanks to Mother Earth, the divinity, God, whatever you may call it, for guiding you safely here today. May you go forward this weekend, releasing what you don't need and just taking with you what you want. It's your weekend, it's your life. Live it how you want to. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.